All right. The microphones have been turned on. Everybody's got a chair. People are spending money like crazy at that back table. Okay. Folks, there's some more chairs up here in the front. All right. I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. I'm anticipating this to be a short meeting, like business type stuff. So we'll have a lot more time for questions with our guest speaker. I need to call the meeting to order. Our secretary's got her pen in hand. I asked her earlier if she would like to take a turn and run this meeting. I won't tell you her answer. Thank you, Pat. After we call the meeting to order, we usually always stand for the pledge. So could I have everybody stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and if the new members would please stand, and or if you're a guest. Guests are new members. Oh, in the back. Hold on, don't sit down. You know what? If you sit down, I'll lose you in the crowd. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you how you heard about WVGS, what brought you here today. So those are your two questions. How did you hear about WVGS, and what brought you here today?
Well, I got involved with the Buckeye Library Group, and they told me about this group.
Oh, I'm so happy. What is your name?
Jeff.
Jeff.
Jensen.
Jeff Jensen. And so did you become a member?
Yes.
Good, we have a new member. Oh, he's got his badge, Krista.
Everything.
Thank you. Good. And you, sir?
Bill Bryce. I found out about this through my wife, Kayla. And I drove her over.
Okay, so are you a new member?
No, I've been a member for a long time.
Okay, so you're just letting her do all the work, and then you just drive her. Okay. All right, thanks for coming. Thank you. Oh, okay. He's got a badge. That means he's a member, and he's picked up his badge.
Yes.
Good for you.
Good morning. My name is Larry Vroom. I found out about the West Valley Genealogical Society because I drive by it about 3 times a day. I said to myself, one of these days I'm going to stop in there and join that. So that someday was November something. Your open house.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, great. Well, thank you for coming. Yeah, we had quite a turnout at the open house. That was such an exciting day. Welcome, everyone, and happy holidays, if I don't say it at the end of the meeting. In order to approve the minutes, we need a motion to approve the minutes. They're posted on the bulletin board in this classroom at the library. They're also posted on our website. So you have several different options for reading the minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? Barbara Stenberg, she makes a motion, and who seconded it? Bonnie Bossart. Thank you. Do I have all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone have any problems? Say no. No problems. Thank you. And of course, we make an announcement on the treasurer's report because it's posted on our website and it's brought to the board and the board votes on it. It's been posted for audit. If you ever want to access our financial reports, they're open to you on the website. You just have to search under those links and you can pull up financials. Okay? The first thing we're going to do is Peggy's coming. It's installation of officers, and I'm not sure if they all made it today. I know I'm looking at the list here real quick. There might be one person missing, but I'm going to let Peggy take over on the installation. And Peggy, this is on.
Okay.
There's the offices, and this is your installation. Remember that?
Yeah, I sure do. Hello, everyone. I get the honor again this year to install our incoming slate of officers for WVGS. And it's a privilege to do so because these are people who have stepped forward and said, sure, I can help. And we need more to say, sure, I can help. Okay, so let's have our president, Lou McLean, come up. First vice president, Stephanie Sparks. Treasurers, Donna Scott and Jill Mitchell. Director of fundraising, Sarah Maxwell. Sarah's taking over from me. And so I want to urge you to be good to her and to support the things that she'll be pushing. Director of technology, is Jim here?
No.
He is?
No, he's
No, oh, okay, he's in Chicago. Director of membership, Gloria Parker. Director of Library Services, Sandy Enke and Chris Palmer. Chris is not here today. Her husband is having some eye surgery. And Director of Collections and Development, Karen Lee. Now you see some new faces up here, and that's a great thing. Oh, I have to get in too? Okay. All right. I have my heels on today. I'm tall.
Yeah,
Okay, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Come back, you have to get installed. All right, okay. Friends, the members of the West Valley Genealogical Society have elected you to an office and a place of service in which you have already signified your willingness to serve. Therefore, it's appropriate for you to respond to these questions that I'm going to put to you. Do you accept the office to which you have been elected and promise to faithfully perform all the duties involved?
Yes.
Will you endeavor to maintain the high quality of the Society's organization, program, and fellowship, ever seeking new ways to enhance and improve our life together?
Yes.
Louder?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so if you will, say, I will.
I will.
Okay. We can neither ask nor expect more from you. Thank you. Now, fellow society members, you've heard your elected members or officers respond with commitment. You know that these gifted people cannot achieve our society goals alone. Success for any organization depends upon the membership supporting the leadership. So I ask you, will you now pledge your support, your confidence, your encouragement, your cooperation, and your continued and increased involvement? If so, say, I will. A little louder, please. I didn't hear that. Okay, I declare these officers duly installed to lead us in 2024 to the best year ever. Thank you.
Okay, I'll remind you all about what you just said. You said, I will, not I can't or I won't or no, I don't think so. Okay. All right. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you, everybody. Glasses. The first vice president is wearing many hats, as you know. Stephanie is going to talk to you a little bit about the seminar, and we will not be having Volunteer Appreciation Month this month. But Stephanie?
I had a nice starting line there, and she's... Anyway, so yes, you're expecting me to do a Volunteer Appreciation Award, but I'm not. Instead, I'm going to talk about somebody else I think you might be interested in meeting. Someone who was born in New Jersey and fell in love with Pittsburgh during college. Someone who was a swimmer as a kid and then switched to the theater. Whose love of acting, singing, and dancing led him to major in theater arts in college. Someone whose parents took him on a lot of trips, firing up a love of travel that has lasted to this day. Someone who loved his grandma, and when she died in 2003, he found the family tree she'd been working on and decided to finish it. Someone who got an opportunity for a year abroad in college and spent it in Dublin. Someone who used that base to travel all over Europe, including Italy, where he became fluent in Italian. Someone who got a chance to work in television and became a much better researcher as a result. Someone who wanted to be an actor, but recognized that his love for his grandma and her hobby might provide a more sustainable lifestyle in Pittsburgh. The way he says it is, when I began working on my family tree, and you can change it, when I began working on my family tree, I saw it as a way to honor my grandmother. In reality, it became a lesson from which I am still learning every day. In a time where technology makes everything accessible in moments, I learned patience, because not everything can be found online with a few mouse clicks. In a world where immigration has become a divisive issue, I learned compassion, because it wasn't so long ago that my ancestors came here with nothing. It's a time when it's easy to lose self-identity behind veils of social media, cell phones, and high-stress lifestyles. I learned to stand firmly with my feet on the ground, grounded in the knowledge of my roots. The stories aren't always pretty. A wedding in March followed by a baby in May does not divine conception make. And it can be even hard to hear a woman who commits suicide after losing her 5th baby. But they are, more than anything, human. Human stories make for human ancestors, and human ancestors allow us to experience their struggles, understand their lives, and learn from them. The pictures become people, and the people become lessons. So, by now you figured out who I'm talking about, Rich Venezia. He's our seminar speaker this year. His specialties are Irish, Italian, and early 20th century immigration, but what he's learned can be applied to any other European origin as well. So why spend a day at a seminar? Well, first of all, you learn how to research your ancestors better, how to find records about your ancestors and when they emigrated. It's a place to socialize. Where else will you find a group of people so willing to listen to your stories about your ancestors, or the clue you found or didn't find? And it's a place to buy stuff, books for sure, but also jewelry, genealogy consulting, books and memberships to the Irish Cultural Center and to other genealogy societies. And finally, it's a great place to have lunch. Jason's Deli is back this year to provide the food. The seminar is Saturday, February 17th, and signing up is as easy as talking to Alice Faust over there at the table, or going to our website. Very first line on the home page of the website is a link to the sign-up page for the seminar. So, see you on February 17th. Thank you.
Thank you. Barb Schroyer is ill today, but under our education report, Pam Miller, she's going to tell you a little bit about this wonderful class that we're having at WVGS. Y'all see on the table? There you go.
Yes, this is a very extraordinary opportunity. We've had a dry run. We already had one class, which was very, very well received. It's kind of self-explanatory if you go to our website. It has the registration. But it's tips on how to find a Patriot ancestor. And we're gearing up for the 250th anniversary of our country. So we all want to know if we may have a Patriot ancestor. And luckily today, and you don't have to stand up, but you can raise your hands. We have 4 of the 5 panelists. And we'll start with, let's start with our someone that we know from WVGS very well, Sherry. Just raise your hand, Sherry Erickson. And then sitting next to her are 2 very well-known, Aquafria, DAR, honorary presidents, or regents we call them. One is Shirley Staggs and Twyla Lobitz. And then in the further back, we have an author, and he's just kind of a new member, aren't you, Jim? Have you just registered? He's just joined Swaro, but he's from out east, so he has another SAR chapter, but it's Jim Bish, who's recently published a very informative book on George Washington and one of his biographers, Parson Weems. And they are 4 of the 5 panelists. The 5th one is Deb Rausch. She's a member of Estrella chapter, and she's starting her own chapter in Peoria. And they're very interesting and not dry, lectures. It's kind of fun, and they have very wonderful handouts. We have two classes remaining. By the way, they're free. The first class that remains is on January 9th at 1 o'clock. And we have between 2 to 3 vacancies left we can squeeze in. If you want to sign up today, you can speak with me. And the last class that we're offering is on February 2nd at 1 o'clock, which is a Friday. And we have 11 to 12 vacancies left for that. So thank you. Hope to see you in our classes.
Thank you. Also, you'll see on the slide, we've passed, obviously, the class on November 17th. But Barbara, you have the class every Friday, right? Except December. My tutorial on the computers is still ongoing.